Hey everybody, it's Mr. Sly coming at you live and direct. No, they wouldn't be live and direct because if it were live, you'd be watching me on Sunday afternoon around dinner time. But I'm recording this and you're going to watch it till later, so you're watching it pre-recorded, but direct from my kitchen once again. So as you saw, I started off the video with a pot that looks like chile con carne. For those of you who don't speak English or Spanish, chile con carne just means meat with chili, okay, mixed in chili. But it's the leftover turkey from Thanksgiving. Now, if you're like my family, you're always going to have a lot of leftover turkey. This year, I had a lot of leftover turkey. So I'm going to show you what I usually do with my turkey, okay? I make turkey enchiladas. The other day when I made the fish and veggies for you guys, I mentioned that you guys are probably eating like a bunch of turkey leftovers, turkey this, turkey that. Well, I made myself crave turkey enchiladas. So we're going to make turkey enchiladas, okay? So we're going to start over here with a casserole dish. I've already oiled it up, okay? So it has a little bit of oil in it, so that way nothing will burn. And over here on the side, I have some tortillas. Now I'm going to try to take this a few steps at a time. It's going to take a little bit, but what I do, get the shadow out of here, I just kind of sort of soak up the tortilla in the chili. Now if you have a pot of nothing but chili, it's okay to dip the tortilla in there. You just don't want to leave it too long because you don't want to get it soggy, because if it's too soggy, then it's going to break apart. But what you want to do is you want to try to cover a little bit of the wall of the casserole dish, and you definitely want to get the corner because you don't want any turkey to get in the corner or any cheese to get in the corner, because then it's going to burn. All right. So actually I should have taken some tortillas out of the bag, but that's all right. I'm a messy eater. I'm a messy cooker. As you can see, my stove is all messy. No, that's not from Thanksgiving. Okay. So I grabbed 2 tortillas. I'll put one over to the side. And this is going to be a process. It's going to take a little while, guys, all right? But I'm going to show you how I do it. Now, you should, if you have a casserole dish about as big as mine, all you do is you just need 2 tortillas to cover from corner to corner. And if you're going to cover from front to back, it's going to take you about 6 tortillas, all right? Now, hopefully, as I said before, my cameraman skills are going to be a little better. I apologize about the shadow because the light in my kitchen is right above the stove. So, now as you can see, half the pot is filled with turkey. And that means that we're probably going to have some turkey left over. And that's all right. And that just means you're going to have turkey left over for something else after we build our enchilada casserole, okay? So now that we have this, I'm going to grab some turkey. And I'm just going to transfer it over to the enchiladas, to the tortillas. Not as easy as it looks because I'm using one hand and I'm trying to concentrate on the phone at the same time. Oh, before I forget, you do want to preheat your oven to about 350 degrees, okay? You can't just turn on your oven as soon as you make or as soon as you build your enchilada, because that's just not going to work. You're not going to want to stick enchiladas into a very cold oven, okay? Because then it still has to preheat. Just kind of sort of like with the pan the other day when I made the fish with veggies. You have to want to warm up the pan first. So you want to warm up the oven first, okay? Make sure it's already warm for you, so that way when you put your enchilada in, it is going to be cooking, or baking, I should say, right away. So when it comes to putting whatever meat you have, and in this case it's the turkey, you kind of want to sort of spread it out as much as you can. I try not to leave any gaps of the tortilla right there, okay? Now, I do apologize because like I said, I'm always forgetting things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the fridge, because you obviously can't have enchiladas without the cheese, right? I forgot to take the cheese out of the fridge. Silly Mr. Salaya, right? All right, so I have the cheese. I have some Costco Mexican style blend cheese. Now, what I'm also going to do is I have some, if I remember where I put it. See, my fridge is kind of a mess. I don't remember what I did with it. Very interesting. But I guess I'm just going to have to move on because I do not have it. And I'm wasting your guys' time. And this is kind of killing me. All right, whatever. That's okay. But I was going to put some onion in it, some chopped up onion. And I just can't find it. Just let me check one more time, guys, because I really want some onion in my enchilada. And I know I had it earlier. Ah, here it is. It's all the way in the back of the fridge. So that's completely my fault, all right? So we're going to grab our cheese. We're going to grab our onion. Don't worry about the beeping sound. I'm sorry, guys. I am just wasting your time. So obviously, since I'm wasting way too much time, I'm not going to put this video up in Miss Ingram or Mr. Rivera's class because I don't want to take time away from their instruction, okay? I'll post it on my portfolio again. Apologize for my camera skills. All right, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna move our cheese over here closer to the stove. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cover our turkey. Again, try not to leave a lot of bald places, a lot of places that don't have cheese anywhere. There we go. Just like that. You do want to make sure that you get all the meat that's in the corner. So that way it's just covered in cheese, okay? That's all we're gonna do. So then I'm gonna come over here and again, camera skills, I apologize, guys. I'm gonna grab some onion, chopped onion, okay? Let's move our bag over here so I won't spill any across the floor. And then I'm just going to sprinkle some onion. Now you don't want to put too much onion because onion can be really strong. And you don't want the flavor of the onion to overpower the taste of everything else, okay? All right, so we spread just a little bit of onion across that layer. There's my doggy Gus. Hi, Gus. Hey, buddy. Yeah, he's not camera shy. He really likes people. He smells the food. All right, so then we're going to do this again. All right. Make sure you get as much chili on every part of your tortilla as possible. So if you are vegetarian, like Miss Ingram is a vegetarian and she doesn't eat meat, you can try to build your enchilada with nothing but cheese, okay? But if you do want to add something, if you guys remember from the last video, Mr. Celaya's favorite vegetable are mushrooms. So you can probably add mushrooms if you don't like to eat meat to your enchilada. Just kind of sort of tap it. Make sure you get as much of the tortilla covered in chili sauce as possible. So yeah, you can add mushrooms if you want to, if you don't eat meat. I've done this before for religious reasons. I am Catholic. I have used shrimp. The only thing with shrimp, though, is you do not want to put the shrimp too close together, because the shrimp can be pretty wet, and you don't want your enchilada to come out all soggy, all right? So that's a good layer of chili on the tortillas. So then we're going to come back over here, and we're going to grab some more chili turkey. Just put it kind of in the middle. And again, guys, I hope my camera skills are a little bit better. I usually have the camera reversed facing me. That's probably why my camera skills before weren't the best, because I wanted to see how I was doing on camera, not how I looked. I'm not that vain. So then again, you just kind of sort of want to spread out your turkey. Make sure you try to cover as much of the tortilla, but not getting too close to the edges. Now, the reason why you don't want to get too close to the edges is because you don't want your cheese and your turkey to burn along the side, okay? If I didn't mention that already before. Okay, other vegetables that you guys might want to use, if you don't eat meat, or if you want to add to any of the meat, beef, chicken, and in this case, again, turkey, you could probably use green peppers. And just cut them into strips like you would for